Good morning, everyone. My name's Katie. It is a Tuesday morning here in third grade, and you are here for a week in my life. Yes, I said Tuesday morning. And then I was wrong. It's not even a Tuesday morning. It's a Wednesday morning. Oh my gosh. If this gives you any indication of how this week has gone, let me tell you. We were here on Monday, and then we early released because of another storm. If you watched my vlog from last week, we got out early on Friday of last week for a storm as well. So we've just been having some serious weather coming through our area. But anyways, so we were out for a storm on Monday, and then we were out all day yesterday because it was supposed to be stormy yesterday too, so they just canceled. We didn't end up having that much storms, but we're back today, and it's a Wednesday, and it's the last full week of school on Wednesday. So I have a lot of things that I'm needing to accomplish today, like a lot of things that my students are going to have to do because we've just lost so much time here right at the end. I'm still playing with my hair. I don't like how I curled it this morning. I should have just left it straight. I like this side. I don't like this side. So sorry about that. But I'm getting signed in to my smart board right now so I could pull up all my tabs. I have a meeting this morning for our retirement party planning committee that was supposed to be on Monday afternoon, and clearly that didn't happen, and then school was canceled yesterday, so we have that meeting this morning at 7:45. I don't usually have meetings in the morning that often, but that's what we're doing. So, all right, let's see. I've got to change my schedule. Also, this week we have a different lunch schedule. I don't think I've mentioned, well, I haven't vlogged yet this week, so I definitely haven't mentioned it. But we have a different lunch schedule this week because they're trying out a new one for next year that they want to see if it'll work. And so our lunch is like at 11:45, and usually our lunch is at 1:15. So that's kind of throwing me off. And Monday was supposed to be our first day to practice it, but we didn't finish the school day because we released early. So today will be the first actual trial with all of that. So that should be fun. It's going to be a day. But things that I need to get accomplished, they have to take their geometry test in math today because I've been trying to get them to get this geometry test I've wanted this geometry test under our belt for so long. We reviewed for it, and then it was just delayed because of all this weather. We're taking it today because we have to take it so I can grade it and put it in the grade book and start working on report card grades because I'm not trying to be here all summer working on report cards. So there's that first and foremost. Second, we're taking a science test because, again, we've been trying to take it, and it keeps getting delayed. And I'm not trying to be here grading things forever and a day. And so here's our math test, and our science test is up here. So those are our first goals. I think math obviously will be this first block of time, which is still math. Science we're going to do after special area, which is usually when we would do reading because it's the long block, but now that block is shorter because they've changed our lunch schedule. So we'll probably do that after special area. And then, what is today, Wednesday? Yeah. Oh boy. And then we'll go to lunch. And then when we come back, we've got to do day 3 of our reading. My goal is to get through day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of our next reading unit so I can test that and be done. I think the test is probably going to be bumped to Friday. I'm moving it on my calendar now. I also have to change all of my calendar items because I didn't change anything before I left on Monday because I didn't know when we would be back. And now I know that we're back and it's Wednesday. But I have to keep reminding myself that it's Wednesday because, oh my gosh, I will forget. So I need to update my morning slide. My brain's all over the place if you cannot tell. I'm going to update my morning slide. I'm fixing my calendar. Trying to think if there's anything else. We have a kickball game tomorrow for faculty versus student. So that will be fun. And then next week is half days, and I'm not going to be here on Monday. So I've got sub plans that I need to do. A lot of things that I need to grade and get finished. It's just going to be madness, serious madness this week. So this is going to be a short week, just a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I'll check in later today and let you know how the day went. I need to update my slide because right now it says it's May 1st and it's not. And do all of this before my committee meeting, which I think I should have time to get all that done. You guys are just propped up on my water bottle right now. It's just gonna have to work. See, I curled it and then I brushed through it, and I don't know if I should have brushed through it. I'm still working on it. And this side's not bad, because once I brushed through it, then it just kind of looked like all the pieces were just going in one direction and didn't have as much curl. But I don't know, because it was pretty, I blow dried it just random, like put a hairdryer to it last night, and it wasn't bad. Like, I feel like from the front it's okay, but from the sides and the back, I don't care for it that much right now. Just the way it's styled. I love the length still, but I'm just still trying to figure out the best way to curl it with like a straightener or a curling rod. Last week I did Monday I tried curling rod, but then we were only here for half a day, and then I didn't do dry shampoo, so it was so greasy yesterday, and I spent the whole day yesterday cleaning at home. So today I showered last night, washed it, and then I just tried to kind of run a straightener through it to make it kind of like have like a little bit of direction. Oh no, I can't figure it out. I'll keep working on it. I'll keep figuring it out, but I don't know if this is it. Or if it is, maybe I just need to be a little bit more purposeful with my curls and a little less. I don't know. You guys don't want to hear me sit here and talk about my hair. That was sweet. David said, hope you have a great day. All right, I'm updating my morning slides, and then, like I said before, checklist for today is math test, science test. So when I check in with you guys at the end of the day, hopefully we've taken the math test, the science test. Hopefully I've sent all my students home with their art portfolios, because they're huge and they're taking up my whole counter. And hopefully I've sent all of my students home with their Mother's Day gifts if they haven't already, because I wasn't able to send those last week because of the weather. And then I wasn't able to send those last week because of the weather. And then Monday, I didn't send them because it was raining again. Well, Monday I sent the Mother's Day presents home with the students who were here, but that was only like 10 students because they didn't even run buses on Monday because of storm damage from last week. So there were not that many kiddos here. And it was like, they said any absences would be excused. So we didn't have a lot of kids that came on Monday. So I'm hoping today we'll have the full class. Buses are running. Everything's normal. I'm just hoping we'll have everybody here. We can all take these tests, get this out of the way so I can get these grades in, because I really want to start working on report cards. That's all. I have just been rambling. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll check in at the end of the day and let you know if we accomplished those things. All right, you guys, it's the end of whatever day of the week it is, Wednesday. And I'm over here. I'm going to start sorting some papers into student mailboxes because, gosh, I've got so many papers. Because we accomplished our goal today. We took the math test, hooray. We took the science test, hooray. And now we will be moving right along tomorrow to doing the end of the year math test that we're going to do in like 2 parts because it's kind of long. So we'll do that part 1 tomorrow. We need to start working on our memory books tomorrow as well. And something else I'll worry about tomorrow when we get there. It's just been like a stressful day because the schedule's been all off, and we're trying to get all this end of the year checklist stuff done, but we essentially missed 3 days of instruction because of all of these storms in a way, because Friday we only had half our class here and we dismissed early. So there was that. Monday we only had like half our class here, and again we dismissed early. Tuesday was canceled, and now here we are on Wednesday. So it's just kind of like the end of the school year, like to-do list that compiles on you, but times 1,000 because we have even less time to get all this done. And we just got another email with something else that's got to be done like by the end of May. And I was planning on going out of town for summer, and now I'm going to have to like work over the weekend after the like last day of school. I don't think I've shared about that on the blog yet, so information about that, what I'm going to have to do that weekend is TBD, but it's just been a whirlwind of a day. So I'm sitting here sorting all of the tests that I just graded. It was like rapid fire grading and putting things in the grade book, and it's okay. And I did we found out we had checklist sheets that we needed to do that we hadn't been doing. No, I can't say that. Anyways, I texted David and told him I was mega overwhelmed, and he was like, we can go get Chick-fil-A tonight. And so we might go get Chick-fil-A just so we can hang out. I don't know. But this is like the end of my paper sorting. Hallelujah. I have a bajillion things, it feels like, on my counter that I'm going to have to do for makeup work tomorrow, because I had some students who were absent, and then I had some parent emails to respond to. So it was just one thing after another all day today. But the turn-in tray is empty. I've gotten a lot of science things turned in. Like during science today, we took the test, and then afterwards I was like, here, you guys, is what you are missing. And so if I call your name, you're missing this and you need to get it to me. And for the most part, they did. I think I still have 2 friends who are missing like a science assignment that need to turn it in. But for the most part, they got those things checked off, which is good because like I'm trying to finalize all their grades. And after I get these few friends to like make up this math test, this end of the year math test, I was debating taking their bunnies down right now, but I think I'm gonna do it later. After I get those friends to make up the end of the year math test, then I can like finalize math grades. And then after I get all these science things, I can finalize science grades as well. Their grass is not looking good. I should have sent it home last week when it was actually growing. But I think I'm just gonna have them take it home tomorrow. And tell them to keep watering it if they want. They can put it in a new pot. It is what it is, you know. You can't win them all. And we did not win the battle with the plants this time. I think it's because they don't have enough. They could need some more sunlight. So like maybe I should set them outside. But I'm pretty tired of them, so I think I'll just send them home and be like, put these out in the sunlight, folks, and let them do that. I haven't changed any of my like normal things that I change every day. I think we have Spanish tomorrow, so let's change that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I just have a feeling it's going to be a long couple of days, so buckle up, folks. This vlog just got interesting. Oh well. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll check in with you. We did do a reading lesson today on fables, so that was really good. That was like a sense of normalcy in the day, which was much needed. So I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Yes, I didn't vlog yesterday. Oops. The last time I picked up the camera was Wednesday. And I believe on Wednesday I had 2 goals, and it was a science test and a math test. Well, yesterday was similar. I had to start an end of the year go math test that is required like for our data ball. I don't think I'm going to take it for a grade, but I'll kind of wait and see how the grades look. I'm not required to take it for a grade, but if the grades turn out good on it, then I might put it in the grade book because it might help cushion some of these test grades that have been a little iffy. But my goal was for them to start that because it's like 30 something questions. And so I just had them do the beginning of it. And then we had to do a quiz and reading. Like, I'm just working my way. I think I mentioned this earlier that I have like a checklist in my planner for the month of May of like things that I need my students to finish. And that's what I'm working my way through. But I got there yesterday morning a little bit later than usual, probably at like 7:15, like 15 minutes later than usual. So not that much later. And I did not leave the school until 6:30. This whole like essentially losing 3 days because of weather has been a nightmare for finishing end of the year stuff up. Because some of the stuff I'm like today we have to finish our end of the year test. We got to do a big mix, which is like a fluency. Well, it is a fluency check in math, but we also have to do a fluency check. So we're going to do like 2 multiplication papers. And I'm trying to get it all done this week because I want to be done with grades. So next week, because I'm not going to be here next Monday, so I don't have next Monday to do any of this stuff. And then the next Tuesday is the final like full school day. And I already know some of my students have said, hey, I'm not going to be here next Tuesday. So I'm like, great. So we might be doing like 2 fluencies in a row and then doing the math test. And then I have a lot of students who need to finish up like a science assessment on like a paper because I started it Monday and half my class wasn't here Monday. So I think I already explained that. Like half the class was here last Friday and we released early. Half the class was here on Monday, and we released early, and then we were off Tuesday. So I essentially lost 3 days. Now, did I do some things on those half days? Yes, but I only did it with half of my students. So it wasn't like as productive as it could have been. So it feels like we lost probably like 2 days of instruction total, which is tough at the end of the year. It's super tough. Let me get this eyelid primer on. Yesterday afternoon, we also had Kona Ice come to give snow cones to all the students as like an end of testing treat. And that took up a lot of our afternoon time. So like time when I would usually be teaching, or I would have had time for them to make up some assignments yesterday during technology time. We had Kona Ice, and then after Kona Ice, we had the faculty versus student kickball game at 2 o'clock. So like my afternoon from about 1 till dismissal was gone. So that was a little bit difficult too, because it took a big chunk of our day. Today we don't have anything like that, but usually on Fridays we have extra recess, but I may not be doing extra recess today. We might be teaching and working straight until regular recess, which I don't even know when regular recess is because we changed our schedule. So I think I'm going to aim for 2 o'clock. Like if I have regular recess at 2 o'clock, I think we can have everything turned in by then. So I spent a long time yesterday grading just the stuff that they turned in yesterday. Not the first half of the math test, but everything else, like the reading quiz and the cold read that we did, and any makeup assignments that I did have students get done. And then I sorted papers into their folders. As one of my teachers in the hallway walked down and she was like, girl, you got to start cleaning shop, sending home. And I was like, I know, but I haven't had time because I've literally been teaching still. Like usually I've had time to take down a couple more things by now and like send stuff home. So I took home their like bunnies off the wall. Okay, where was I? I took their bunnies off the wall, put those in their Friday folders. I took the photos off of my friends and family wall and put those in Friday folders. And their Friday folders are like exploding with papers to send home because some of them, gosh, I just touched my eye. Hold on, let me do my mascara. I cannot talk and do this. All right, some of them were not here last week on Friday when we took Friday's folders home last. And so that made an issue because some of them already had stuff in them from last week. But it's fine. It's so good. So I sent those home. Or I'm going to send those home today, but I filled them yesterday because I had the time to do it. But I literally stayed at school until 6:20. So I stayed there a very, very long time. I was at school almost 12 hours yesterday. And I literally worked the whole time, getting stuff done, making copies, getting stuff ready for AR party. And then here's the kicker. I still need to get to school and get work together for a student that's needed today. So I got to do that. And I'm not going to be at school on Monday because I'm going to my sister-in-law's bridal shower. And it's out of town and I'm traveling back on Monday. But the problem is I have my sub plans in my brain. And I told myself when I left school yesterday, you're going to go home, you're going to sit on the couch and you're going to write sub plans and it's going to be great. And I did not write sub plans last night. So I just sat on the couch and watched Abbott Elementary and ate a frozen pizza. And that was it. That was all I had energy for. And in a way, I was like, okay, give yourself some grace. You've been at school all day. But now I'm waking up and I'm like, I've got to write sub plans today for literally Monday. But I think the sub plans are going to be easy because I'm just going to take things that we didn't finish today from our memory book and assign a couple pages in the memory book for students to work on, a good number of pages for them to work on during math. And then I have an economics thing that they can do because that's probably going to be the last subject area that I finish grades in. It's going to be economics. We're working on it. And then, which is social studies, by the way. So I'll have them do like a page from our economics work packet thing, textbook. It's not a textbook, but it's like a little printed thing that we're using, like a textbook kind of. I just want this to tuck under. Is that too much to ask for? I think so. Gosh, this clip has been going for like 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try. I wanted to try to like curl the front pieces of my hair. I'm still, oh, that thing's hot. Why would they do a metal kickstand for this? I'm still figuring out how I best like to style my hair. I like that. That turned out okay. All right, let's try the other side. Just doing this for my front pieces because it's the front pieces that I have the biggest struggle with. But see, now the rest of it's straight. Okay, so I like the big barrel curl. That looks nice. Except for that part. There we go. All right, we'll just see how, oh yeah. I like that. Okay, we'll just kind of see how curly it looks in a little bit, and if it looks weird that those front pieces are curled and the rest are straight after they've fallen. Like, I don't want it to look like I just straightened the front two pieces of my hair, but at the same time, I just straightened the front two pieces of my hair. So, but I was not trying to sit here all day, but that looks nice. I kind of like that. So it's the big barrel that I like with the little hair, which is kind of weird because I would have assumed it'd be a different barrel, like with short hair. Oh no, we're gonna brush that again. You guys are experimenting with me live here. I kind of need like a texture spray. I think I like that because it doesn't like totally flip out. All right, we might be coming back and doing the rest of my hair like that, even after we just straightened it. Lovely. Or at least some big chunks. You're experimenting with me live here. I've used this curler before, don't get me wrong, but I watched a video on Instagram that was like, how to use this curler. And I was like, oh, okay, I can follow those directions. But I think this gives me the wave that I want with the short hair instead of like it looking crazy out of control. Because but I've always done it wrong actually. Because I've always started at the bottom and twisted up. But this lady was like, start at the top and unclamp and keep twisting and then go down a little bit. Wow, she was right. It's almost like she knew what she was talking about. All right, I'm off to fix breakfast. That's the end of my hair saga for now. Like, we're just gonna have to leave it like that because of time and because I gotta get to school and get work together and write sub-plans. But I think that looks pretty cute and I can like tousle it out and it'll be okay. All right, off to make breakfast. Yay. Happy Friday afternoon. Clearly I'm back home. I'm changed. I've already been to the grocery store to pick up a couple things. My hair is a mess because it's humid outside and it kind of fell, but whatever. I had to go to the store to get, I got nail polish because I wanted to paint my toenails like a pretty lavender color, so I got a nail polish. What did I go for? Contact solution and eyelid primer. Went for those two things. So I'm home. Hallelujah. I'm so glad I'm home. Today was busy. It was kind of like a catch-up day. I think I mentioned that this morning, that there were just so many things that I needed students to finish, like the last half of a test, the final reading test, all this stuff. But, and then I was like, okay, once you turn that in, you got to come find me because I'll tell you what you owe me, kind of one of those kind of days where I was like just trying to finish things. Let me eat this pepper. So that's kind of how today went. And we got a lot of stuff checked off the list, like a lot of stuff. I left today at 5, which is so nice. I had to do sub plans before Monday because I'm gonna be gone Monday to go to my future sister-in-law's bridal shower. I'm sure I said that. And it's out of town, and so I'll be driving back on Monday. But I had to get all my sub plans together, and I'm usually the kind of person who has my sub plans like ready to go a few days before, and then all I have to do is make sure everything's like laid out. But I did not. I had to like plan it this afternoon and finish grading. I filled in a lot of gradebook gaps. I checked a lot of things off my list, but there's still a lot to do, and I had students absent today, so even the things we did today, some people will have to make up next week on Tuesday. And we only have 5 days left of school. I have 4 because I won't be there on Monday. So we're at crunch time. I'm about to eat frozen pizza and sit on my bottom on the couch and watch TV. I apologize. This was like 2 days in my life, and they were probably the craziest 2 days. But if you needed any indication of how this week went, like I had full intentions of starting this vlog on Monday, and then we had I even took 2 clips coming in the morning, I think. And then we had the weather days, and then we were off Tuesday. So then I started to vlog on Wednesday, and then yesterday was insane, so I didn't vlog. And then I kind of did today. So I'm sorry. Welcome to like the week before the last week of school in the life of a 3rd grade teacher. It literally is insane. Maylene Call, who teaches 1st grade, posted something, and it was like a little clip on her Instagram story of her just scrolling through her to-do list of things that she needs to get done grade-wise with the students, things that she has to do to check out for the end of the year, things she's doing to prep for next year. She's like, in case you were wondering what a teacher's brain looks like in the month of May. And I'm like, yes, that's how I feel. So it feels good to like come home and relax. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and close this vlog out. So if you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping I can do a last week of school vlog next week, but again, it's going to be so busy. So it may end up being kind of crappy like this one, but we'll see. I'll try to vlog whatever I can. But thank you for watching. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.